We are Linnea and Akila, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, this is my 40-acre dream property that I was able to purchase after over 3 years of living in my DIY van, which is very much still our home. And while so much has been accomplished throughout the spring and summer, there is one more thing that I am determined to complete before the snow rolls in. So a few months ago, my neighbor James helped me pick up some large logs. I then sourced some smaller logs, and I have been spending hours stripping these logs of their bark. Finally, I was able to move on to the finish, so I mixed up equal parts boiled linseed oil, paint thinner, and polyurethane. And oh my, do I love the results. I'm going for a cozy cabin vibe, and I really love the warmth and the depth of how these logs turned out. Now, a lot of what isn't shown on video has to do with all of the mental work that goes into every single part and project or install when developing raw land and building things on your own, especially when you have no experience doing so. Anyway, I decided that I was going to do a 1-foot drop from the front side of the studio to the back side, which will create a nice slanted roof, which will allow me to set up rainwater catchment, south-facing solar panels, and some safety from snow. But as you can see, my floor is still raised from insulating it, and I am unable to lower this myself. So I have been waiting on some help so that I can actually move forward with this exciting and time-sensitive project. So this would be a great time to grab a warm drink and cozy in and join me for what this week looked like on the homestead. Good morning. Taylor's on her way. Woo! I got slippers. So I'm all ready for winter. There are so many things that I want to do / need to do / need to finish / need to work on in the next week. More importantly, like before winter hits. Stressing me out just a little bit. But right now, I'm enjoying this beautiful chilly early morning, and while my hot coffee is brewing, I am going to drink 1 scoop of AG1, which is the easiest thing that I do every day to support my health. And I want to give a huge thank you to AG1 for supporting my channel and for sponsoring this video. We have now officially entered our fall months, and it's really important to support your immune system as we move into winter. And AG1 is just a really simple solution to cover your bases by combining a multivitamin, a probiotic, and a blend of nutrient-dense superfoods all in 1 scoop. Me, Noah, and Chris just got back from a few days at like 12,000 feet. Throughout that time, I was basically eating like ramen noodles and protein bars because when you're in the backcountry, it's hard to prioritize whole foods. So I love knowing that during or after backpacking days or travel days, I can have my micronutrients replenished. Every morning does look a little bit different for me. For example, knowing that Taylor's coming in today, I am gonna head straight into editing, which is another reason why I drink AG1 first thing in the morning, because it boosts focus and mental clarity. So for those days that I need to get straight to work on my computer, I can do that, and I can do that easily. If you are interested in incorporating AG1 into your own morning routine, my link below gets customers $20 off when you subscribe, and it comes with a free AG1 shaker bottle, canister, 5 free travel packs, and a bottle of vitamin D3K2. I met Taylor in Montana, where we learned how to traditionally tan hides. So when she got here, she chose her own hide and began preparing it for tanning. Okay, a lot of things need to happen this week. Also, winter is coming, which is a bummer because I still have a whole studio to build. But as of right now, some hides need to be tanned. So Taylor's here, she's working on her hide right now. About a week or two ago, I picked up some local hides from a woman about an hour from me. And since Taylor and I are working on hides, I'm also gonna be showing Noah and Chris what we learned in Montana. But if there's any time to spare, then other things definitely need to happen today. Now, you might be thinking, Linnea, you just told us how important it is for you to finish your studio before winter. And that is true. And also, I have this habit of starting big projects while I have other big projects that I'm working on. So, welcome to my life. This hide that I am washing was one that I very specially selected for one of my good friends. I think it is one of the most beautiful hides that I've seen, and I'm so excited to spend hours working on making it even more beautiful and preserving it so that she can use it for a lifetime. Now, I can imagine that some of you may be looking on and feeling saddened or grossed out at the fact that these are animal skins. But something important to remember is that all of these are waste products. The majority of hides are trashed or composted. And you can go and order a traditionally tanned sheepskin for hundreds of dollars. These animals, which had been used for meat, also have this amazing resource, which is their wool and their hide. And yet, like I said, the majority of it is thrown away. So one of the things that I really love about learning how to tan hides is I can take this incredible resource and pour hours of work and time into it and turn it into something that people can use for the rest of their lives. And I find so much value and connection to the earth and to these animals by using something that otherwise would have gone to waste, but instead honoring it by giving it a whole new life.
I've seen orphans dancing with crowns on their heads. I hear the king whistling through the trees. To meet him at the sea, all the murderers and thieves. They're amongst the tide and all the judges of the land. He'll wash every foot and take his children by the hand. And I've heard the forest singing as he prepares the table. The feast to come glimpsed in parables and fables. Between every mountain and every shore.
That, but
Well,
there's that right there that can go right in the middle. Like that can go right here as we're transitioning underneath. Batteries are in the bus.
Did you take one of them out?
This one, I'm replacing where he's at.
Yeah.
Honestly, hold on to those other things. Let's flip this corner and just move that 2x6 right now. I'll just leave it there just in case we need it.
Focus on.
Okay,
This
gotcha.
is where I feel strong.
Okay, let's look it up on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, slowly lower it down.
You gonna transition?
Sure. I'm transition.
Taylor.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Wait, should we have those logs? Okay.
Oh. Wow, that was heavy.
We
but
can literally just lift this and let it slide. You want it to slide off?
Yay! Oh my
God, nobody died. Good job. All right. Thank you. I'm so glad you went right next to me because I was
Good
really
work.
heavy. Oh, wow. Again, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. Now I can actually... I am very exhausted. This project is the last thing that I want to do right now, but I'm going to do it anyway. Also, my truck continues to die. So I've been using Noah's jump pack, and I just ordered one for myself because I've learned how incredibly useful these are. I don't know why my truck keeps dying, so that's another thing that I have to figure out, but I have a studio to build before winter. Yeah.
For long years, and I don't know where I've gone, but I'm awake now, so withdrawn, like pennies on the beach. King gives pawn, no one sheds a tear. Life goes on, and the world gets colder every year. And you decide when you come or go, and you get me wondering if you let me know. And I'm waiting in the shadows down below. And you get me wondering if it's worth wondering. And you've kept me wondering if it's worth wondering. And you've kept me wondering if it's worth wondering. All my thoughts crowd my head in sweat inside my mind. Perspiration drips and waters down the time like sea glass tumbling. And all your dreams lost among the wind get trapped inside my net, and I place them in the sauna in my head, where they'll melt together there, where they'll melt together there. And you decide when you come or go, and you left me wondering if you'll let me know. And I'm waiting. It's worth wondering, and you've kept me wondering.
I picked up this old door from James, and I think I'd like to use it as a back window. I'm curious if it'll be too long. Let's say, so it's basically, what would I want? 6.5 feet. 6.5 feet would leave enough space for the window and the framing. It would also be really cool to put one of these big live edge countertops under it. That would be very cool. Hi, Keela. Here, I'm coming back. I just had to measure something. You don't have to come all the way here. I'm coming out. Yeah. Can you help me? Yeah. Wow, that is exactly center. Okay. Then 6.5 is 6.6, so it's gonna be 3.3. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about that.
That would mean the next one would have to go here. I don't know what to do. I don't know.
It's so beautiful this morning, and so quiet and peaceful. I'm heating up water for my coffee right now, and I know that in just a few weeks it's gonna be far too cold for me to wake up this early and make coffee outside. Did you know that it is officially mug warming season? Whenever I visit my friends Chris and Jerica, every morning that Chris makes us coffee, he warms our mugs with hot water before delivering our coffee to us. And it's something I really adore about them. So I have just adopted that fall tradition as my own. All right. I really need to clean my area. I am putting together the dressing for the hides. So this type of hide tanning is called brain tanning. We're not tanning with brains, but we are tanning with emulsified fat. So for this, I'm using egg yolks. So from what I learned in Montana, they said typically 12 egg yolks per hide, per half gallon of water. Then I'll also add some olive oil. Right now it is 12:47, and one of the reasons why I'm starting the hides right now is because hide tanning, especially this traditional method, it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort, and I wanted to start now so that I have the entire afternoon into the evening to finish the hide. And that is actually one of the reasons too why I got those beans going, because I know that I'm not going to have a lot of time to cook a nice meal tonight, even though I'm going to want that because I'm going to be tired. So my hope is by starting those beans and doing just a little bit more prep work, then the fire tonight can do most of the work for me for dinner. To rehydrate. You should move your stand closer to me so we can be together. Another reason why I'm doing this right now is because this is a really special hide, and I want this to be I just want it to be a really, really amazing hide, because this is for a really special baby. So I want this to be so soft and so well done. I'm a little bit worried about some of this, but we'll just see how it goes. So right now, I'm gonna rehydrate it so it's like a wrung out sponge, as Rain would say. I'm still very, very much a novice at this, so I'm constantly learning, and every hide is so different. So the process that I will be doing for like 7 hours today is the softening process. It's what's gonna make it really soft and leather-like. And then I still have to go through the smoking process. That's just gonna rip right out. This one already ripped. Oh man, this is gonna be
This is gonna be a challenging hide.
Up above, sitting on his throne, gates around the place he calls his home. For saints and crooks he writes the book in every final page, every answer, every age. If what they say, what they say, what they say is true, that a spirit up above watches over you, then I wanna know what's his cue and who is God praying to. Down below, he patiently awaits. The hottest fire burns, the sinner's fate. In every home is filled with tortured souls, in a stove with ancient coals of ageless hate. If what they say, what they say, what they say is true, that a spirit down below watches under you, then I wanna know when his fame begins to fade, what makes the devil afraid.
Okay, it is 4 o'clock. The hides are looking really, really good. I'm at a place with my hide where, yeah, at this point I can take small breaks, basically, is what I'm saying. My family and I, we spent some time in the backcountry just a few weeks ago, and my brother made the best like bean bacon soup. So I'm gonna try to replicate it. I've been scraping and softening a little bit more this morning. I was nervous last night because I thought I had felt a little bit more moisture in the hide, but I really needed to go to bed. I was so exhausted. So I actually kept it strung up, and it is so nice. It is so soft and so supple, and all of those hours of work yesterday really paid off. So I'm gonna do one more final scrape, final softening, and then cut it out, which is, I think, probably one of the most satisfying parts. So this is a gift for a really dear friend, that will be a future dear friend that is in my dear friend's belly. Something that was really challenging about this hide is that there were so many score marks and so many weak spots. And there were just some like holes and breakthroughs that happened that were almost like unpreventable. So I'm gonna cut this out to the best of my ability. I still want it to look really nice, use as much of the hide as I can, but I do want to cut out some of those really big holes that happened due to the score marks. Like I mentioned, this is a waste product for most of our country. Like hides like this are just thrown out or composted, completely just trashed. So unless the butchers know that it will be used, they're not super careful when skinning. Okay, here we go. I'm really excited about this.
When you're scared like that, you grow a heart of stone. How you gonna feel it if you won't let go? Whoa, whoa. You got a dead desire. Whoa, whoa. Thrown in the fire. Whoa, whoa.
Here it is. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I hope she loves it. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Turned out so nice.
You lie and say that everything's fine. Living in denial will leave you blind.
Oh my gosh,
How
here
you
it is.
gonna learn it if you close your mind?
Nice. Look at those. Wow.
You got a dead desire.
That's awesome, Noah. He loves it. He loves it.
Oh, you proud of me, Akila? You proud of your uncle?
Thrown in the fire.
Oh, you
Look, now
look
walk around like a
so
little sheep.
good. She does look like a little sheep. Oh, you look so good, Akila. You're beautiful. You're
Should I try to
beautiful.
put it on?
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done. Oh, the good